My name is Kayla, and I am the Director of Operations here at Beck's Broth. We've created protein-rich bone broth-based lattes to enhance your nourishment from your morning cup of coffee to cozy evenings with hot chocolate. In my role, I'm closely tied to how our products are brought to life. We're really intentional with our sourcing, the partners that we work with, and how we approach our packaging and production. We're always looking for ways to reduce our waste, work with local or direct trade farmers. Sustainability isn't about being perfect, it's about continuous improvement as we grow. For us, nourishment goes beyond the cup. It's about caring for our people and the planet. It feels extra good when the food that you eat was crafted with purpose. They're better for you and the planet.
I'm Andrea Glenn. I'm one of the co-owners of Gibbs Honey. We are a third-generation apiary in Van Cleek Hill, and we produce raw honey and products from the hive made only by our own bees. We are just completing our EcoCert eco-responsible program right now, and it's been a really great opportunity for us. Our business is inherently perhaps a little bit different than some of the other participants because sustainability and ecology is an inherent part of our business. But we did feel that the program was super helpful in allowing us to focus our efforts to really make sure that we have more metrics, that we understand and really, again, prioritize sustainability and becoming an eco-leader in all of our efforts. So right now, after completing the program, we are working on a number of efforts. We have just launched Mielo, which is our non-alcoholic aperitif. And as a part of that, we're using ingredients that are locally sourced from like-minded businesses, like an organic apple cider vinegar. We also have launched our new mead, our hydromels. Again, those are in partnership with other producers that we feel, again, are in the same mindset as us. So we use, for those products, yeast from Escarpment Labs, and Escarpment Labs is actually another eco-leader as well. We have also really focused on our agritourism efforts. So we are bringing more people to the farm. We really believe that one of the best ways for people to develop an appreciation for nature is to have awe-inspiring experiences. So we're really bringing more people to the farm to develop that one-on-one relationship with nature. And also as a result of the program, we were introduced to an organization called Light on a Hill, LOA, which is based in Africa. So we're just at the beginning stages of a beekeeping mentorship program with them, where we are, again, exchanging information, again, passing on what we've learned, some tools, and that's an organization that's focused on nature-based education for children, as well as food security.
I'm Richard Priest. I'm the CEO of Escarpment Labs.
My name is Attilio, and I am the laboratory lead at Escarpment. We are a yeast manufacturing company here in Guelph, Ontario.
So what we do for brewers is we're both a provider of yeast that they use to make their beer, and we also help them both with new yeast strains that give them new flavors and efficiencies, and also all of the advice and education required to make the best possible beer. When we look at things like greenhouse gas and just general environmental impact, businesses have a much bigger impact than individual consumers do. So businesses have the biggest opportunity to actually drive change.
For example, we looked at our fulfillment process, and we used to use styrofoam for insulation, which, as we know, is not recyclable, it's not regenerative, but we have curated a corn-based and completely biodegradable product, and it works just as good, if not better, than styrofoam does. My hope is that the brewers will experience these efforts, saving them money and helping them brew better beer. My message to other businesses would be, if you have an idea, try to implement it. Your plan will be supported. You will have a network of people that are trying to do the exact same thing you want to accomplish. No project's too small. No idea is too big.
But also, I think, it's important to recognize that we only have one planet. Yes, what we're doing is a very small piece, but if everybody does their part, that's the way that we can actually drive real change.
Hi everyone, my name is Baby. I'm the founder and the owner of Banh Mi Yes, a Vietnamese sandwich made from scratch. As many other entrepreneurs, I have faced so many challenges every single day. It's not only just about the products, it's also about the supplies, the customer, the employees, the accounting, the financing, the food waste, and so many other challenges. That's why when I received the invitation to join Écoleaders, I think I was so lucky and I was so excited because finally I have somebody to teach me how to grow sustainable, how to survive in the market. Because when you start up, you put your life for it, so you don't want to disappear like one day. During the program, I have learned a lot. I take small steps to apply what I have learned into the business. So far, I have done a few changes, like packaging, how to treat my employees, how to treat my customer, how to make the customer come back, and how to manage the kitchen, the food waste. I just want to take this opportunity to thank you so much, and I promise I will continue to apply what I have learned from the program into the business. So yes, please support us. Support a Vietnamese sandwich made from scratch, fresh. Come and enjoy. Thank you.
Friendlier's mission is to simplify the world's transition from single-use to reusable packaging. Friendlier is really rethinking waste. What would have traditionally gone to landfill or recycling is now kept within a closed-loop supply chain with Friendlier's system. So packaging that would have traditionally been disposed of can actually be recovered, reused hundreds of times, and kept out of our landfills.
Friendlier was created because I was super passionate about the environment. I fell in love with this planet that we live on. I know it's the same with my co-founder, Kaylee. We hope that Friendlier will spark this idea of entrepreneurship into people everywhere and show them that it's possible to create an actual difference when they go out into the world. It's powerful to think that every single container reused is someone who made the choice to return that container and make a difference.
Traditionally, packaging has always become waste fairly quickly in its lifetime, but with Friendlier, we're really showing that packaging is not just waste. It can be used as a tool for businesses, and it can be reused hundreds of times in circular systems.
It's about creating a future where reusing is just as easy as throwing something away, but way better for the planet.
Current global as well as domestic meat distribution system had been status quo for 50 plus years, resulting in heavy use of plastic, 10% food waste at the retail level, and an annual $3 billion loss due to decentralized operation because of short shelf life of retail ready-meat goods, which is typically 12 days. We at Tiwari Deox Systems have patented and are commercializing a sustainable packaging system which would extend the shelf life to 120 days, thereby minimizing the plastic use to half, reducing food waste to less than 0.5% from 10% and save $3 billion annually. We are a sustainable company and have won the Global Innovation Challenge Award put up by Meat and Livestock Australia. We are excited to be part of this certification program, validating our sustainability efforts. Thank you.
My name is Kate Berman and I'm the operations manager for All Saints. We're a restaurant and event space in a repurposed heritage building, which was formerly the Anglican Church in Sandy Hill. We were originally founded as a community investment, so social responsibility is really at the heart of all of our decision making, which meant joining the Écoleaders program felt like a really natural progression for us. Some of the small changes we've made since developing our action plan, we've really overhauled our waste management, both in reducing outputs and how we manage our recycling. We've set up criteria for selecting suppliers, making sure we prioritize local businesses and ones who share our values. And we've been more strategic in how we design our menus to create selecting dishes and products to allow us to be more environmentally sustainable. More broadly, we've been really considering how adaptive reuse of heritage spaces can impact local communities and the wider city community as well. We're really hoping by taking these small actions now, we'll have a long-term impact both on our business and the wider community.
Hi, I'm Mark Kelly, and I'm CEO of KB Media. KB Media is creating a foundation to build for the future, an organization that supports culture, community, environmental, and social responsibility. New generations search for both culture and environments that enrich our social footprint. At KB Media, we are building this environment as part of our foundation and ongoing development. EcoCert has a development program that supports the organizations that choose to strive for a better future for our futures. And this is why KB Media has embarked on EcoCert's path to a healthy, inclusive future.
Hi, I'm Christine from Microtel Castleman, and we believe that hospitality should also respect our planet. One simple but meaningful change we've made switching our shampoo, conditioner, and body wash to larger refillable cyclable bottles. This helps us drastically make our changes to reduce single-use plastic while still offering our guests high-quality products they love. For us, sustainability isn't a trend, it's a responsibility. Small choices like reducing plastic waste can make a real difference with many people come together. By staying with us, you're also supporting more responsible travel, and together, let's take better care of the places we love. Thank you.
And we opened up JamFit August of 2022, and we really wanted to provide something different to the community than just an average gym. So we wanted to be a little bit more upbeat, a little bit more vibrant, kind of bring our background of being Caribbean into kind of the fitness realm. That's kind of where the Jam and JamFit comes from. Our background is Jamaican, so we wanted to kind of mix the name in a little bit together. And then the energy studio component, the energy side of things is more us and what we bring to just the community and just the energy we bring to a day in a life.
And we are also committed to maintaining sustainability within our studio. From our energy efficient LED lighting to our digital operating model, saving on paper waste. We've built a bring your own culture, encouraging clients to bring their own kickboxing gloves, yoga mats, and even reusable water bottles. We also prioritize durability, making sure we invest into equipment that is safe, lasts long, and reduces the amount of replacement that we have over time. And lastly, we focus on eco-responsible products that are biodegradable, non-toxic, limiting any risk factors that could happen in the studio.
So making sure that Sorry Not Sorry was sustainable was really important to me. And so we've worked in a lot of ways that I feel Sorry Not Sorry is part of the solution rather than part of the problem for sustainable fashion on this planet. So one of the things we do is we make our clothing out of upcycled vintage pure silk saris. As we all know, fashion creates pollution because of the dyes used in fabric. The good news is with our brand, all that pollution happened 30 years, 40 years, 50 years ago. And instead of us adding to that pollution, we are rescuing these fabrics from a landfill if nobody claimed them to reuse them. We patch those fabrics, we sew around flaws in the fabrics, we use our scraps to create things like scrunchies. We sew our fabrics meticulously so that they don't fall apart after a few wears. We do whatever we can to make sure that our clothing will stand the test of time and become part of your wardrobe and not go into a landfill. But there are so many ways that Sorry Not Sorry is still sustainable. One of them is even just how you can pass along your clothing. So let's say I'm wearing this, but in a few years my hair goes gray and this color doesn't suit me anymore. Because it's one size fits all, it's very size inclusive, I could pass this along to any of my friends, regardless of what size they are. And so I know that this piece of clothing is going to get used and loved the way it was with me. Another thing that we do is we support nonprofits. And the one that is closest to our hearts, mostly because of my daughter Mira, is that we help take care of elephants. A portion of all of our sales goes to Save the Elephants. And it's an organization that helps prevent poaching and helps promote the reproduction of elephants in Africa to make sure that they're still on this planet.
Chez Cayenne Créative, nous croyons que la créativité ne devrait jamais se faire au détriment de la planète. Être éco-responsable, ce n'est pas une tendance pour nous, c'est une façon de travailler au quotidien. Notre vision, imaginer un futur où chaque projet respecte à la fois les gens et l'environnement. Notre engagement, notre charte éco-responsable guide nos décisions petites comme grandes. Nous cherchons constamment à faire mieux en travaillant avec responsabilité, transparence et bienveillance. Concrètement, cela veut dire optimiser les façons de travailler avec une orientation transversale, choisir des partenaires responsables pour une orientation économique, prendre soin de notre équipe dans le cadre d'une meilleure orientation sociale et réduire l'empreinte de nos projets autant que possible pour une meilleure orientation environnementale. Notre promesse, créer autrement, créer avec conscience, créer aujourd'hui en passant demain. Cayenne Créative, la créativité responsable en action.
Mon nom est Carla Pellizzari. Je suis la contrôleure à la fromagerie coopérative Saint-Albert et j'ai la charge de l'initiative Écoresponsabilité. La fromagerie a été fondée en 1894 par des producteurs laitiers, donc la pérennité est une de nos valeurs principales. Nos fromages de haute qualité sont fabriqués avec le lait de producteurs locaux, tout en essayant d'avoir un impact minimal sur l'environnement. Par exemple, étant dans le petit village de Saint-Albert, nous sommes très conscients de notre consommation d'eau. La manufacture de fromage demande une grande quantité de cette précieuse ressource. Nous avons donc développé un système pour recycler nos eaux usées pour pouvoir les utiliser dans le lavage de nos équipements. Le but est de minimiser le volume d'eau qui est tiré de nos puits et envoyé au drain. Nous travaillons fort sur la culture d'éco-responsabilité à la fromagerie. Pour nous, ceci s'exprime avec la valorisation de la santé et sécurité de nos employés, de l'éducation et de la coopération. Je ne vous mentirai pas. Il y a plusieurs défis tels que le taux de roulement des employés ou le manque de temps, mais notre équipe de direction et nos membres propriétaires sont très dévoués à la cause et nous soutiennent pleinement. Le but est de se démarquer, non seulement comme étant de producteurs de fromage de haute qualité, mais aussi pour notre leadership dans le domaine éco-responsable.
Donc, le Oscar, c'est un projet d'intelligence artificielle pour aider à la au tri des matières résiduelles. On ne parle plus de déchets parce qu'il n'y a pas de déchets en tant que tel. On ne fait que trier les choses. Donc, Oscar, c'est un système qui est fantastique parce que, puis j'ai pas d'action dans Oscar, c'est tout simplement, c'est pour éviter d'avoir à réapprendre aux gens. Vous savez, ici, on a une cohorte qui arrive à toutes les sessions. Alors, au lieu d'avoir une personne debout à côté d'un centre de tri pour expliquer aux gens comment trier ces déchets, bien, on a Oscar. Alors, Oscar, c'est un centre qui permet, lorsqu'on montre un objet, de dire, bon, ben, regarde, ça va dans le plastique, ça va dans le papier, ça va dans les déchets organiques, par exemple. Mais ce qui est vraiment encore plus intéressant avec Oscar, c'est que ça donne des données. Donc, Oscar recueille des données dans le fond et me donne des rapports tous les mois. Alors, pour vous donner un exemple, le premier mois qu'on a intégré Oscar, on a eu un rapport qui dit 97% des gens jettent les napkins à la mauvaise place. Ils le mettent dans le papier au lieu dans du compost. Alors, ce qui nous a permis de faire le mois suivant, c'est d'avoir un message spécifique qui dit « Placez vos papiers, vos napkins dans des déchets organiques ». Donc, c'est un processus, ça permet un processus d'amélioration continue. Et on a vu subséquemment que les taux de diversion se sont améliorés. Donc ça, c'est vraiment un des projets qu'on a fait au collège. L'idée, c'est vraiment aussi de montrer les nouvelles technologies à nos étudiants. Ça fait partie du côté social, de l'implication du collège, pas seulement du côté environnement, mais du côté social également.
Alors, je me nomme Désiré Jérôme Caboret. Je suis le propriétaire des restaurants à Pili Pili, basé à Ottawa. Donc, ça fait près d'une quinzaine d'années que nous existons au niveau de la capitale nationale. Donc, nous avons suivi ce cours qui nous a permis d'avoir une vision complètement différente. Et ça nous a amené à avoir une vision pour nous permettre de se réorganiser et de voir comment est-ce que nous pouvons protéger l'environnement. Donc, ce cours nous a permis, alors moi et toute mon équipe, parce que on était 3 au niveau du restaurant, nous a permis alors de se réorganiser et d'avoir une méthode de travail pour nous permettre de sauver et d'économiser à longue échelle. Alors donc, ce cours a duré presque une année, je pense, et mon équipe et moi, nous avons mis en place des procédés alors, pour faire des recyclages, pour faire des achats qui nous amènent à protéger l'environnement. Donc, au niveau de l'emballage, que ce soit au niveau de la cuisson et la vision que nous avons eue par rapport à ce cours-là nous a permis, franchement, de se réorganiser et de pouvoir mieux se positionner dans le cadre de la protection de l'environnement.
À TVC22, nous croyons que les médias doivent aussi protéger l'avenir. Depuis 2023, nos actions soutiennent l'agenda 2030 de l'ONU pour le développement durable. Dans notre programmation, nos projets et notre engagement à la certification éco-responsable, nous avons priorisé les objectifs qui reflètent les réalités régionales et nos responsabilités envers nos communautés, soit éducation de qualité, travail décent et croissance économique, villes et communautés durables, consommation et production responsable et enfin, partenariat pour la réalisation des objectifs.